Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Leah Massioni coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Thursday, March 24th, and a day G.
And I'm Tanisha Carfiello. With Good Friday tomorrow and the third quarter about to end, I'm sure plenty of you will use the day to catch up on some work. But before that happens, let's catch you up on the news. First, of course, please rise to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you're looking for a fun way to kick off the three-day weekend, check out the Charity Link Coffeehouse event tonight. The event will include acoustic-style music with acts from Berlin Charles, Audrey Kirkpatrick, and Bhaskar Aburaman, and many more of the musically talented teachers and classmates. The event is in the Wagner Room and starts at 7 p.m. If you haven't purchased your tickets yet, you can buy them at the door.
Now, if you're the type who'd rather take center stage, then why not try out for this year's Drama Fest? Drama Fest is an annual production of student-written plays, produced and directed by students as well. Auditions are next Friday, April 1st, and if song and dance is more your thing, the NCHS Theater Department is holding auditions for the spring musical, A Day in Hollywood, A Night in the Ukraine, this Monday, March 28th, and Tuesday, March 29th, in the auditorium right after school. Please prepare a musical theater-style song and bring your sheet music. Wednesday, March 30th is the dance call, and Thursday, March 31st is callbacks. Good luck to everyone auditioning.
Wow, NCHS's actors and actresses don't seem to get much time off. Their play was just last week. Now, I'm sure you've noticed the Poetry March Madness bracket outside the Writing Center. We caught up with Missy Ambrosia, who created the bracket, to find out how she came up with the idea and how you can get your vote counted to go into the next round.
March Madness because I was having a really hard time getting my students in Hartford really hooked on reading poetry, and so I merged my love of basketball and poetry together to make a game out of leading and warming the kids up to have a poetry unit in April.
On Sunday, April 3rd, NCHS is hosting its annual scholarship drive. If you want to help raise tuition money for seniors, you can sign up in the cafeteria from March 29th through April 1st. T-shirts and lunch will be provided for all participants, and the money goes towards helping out seniors with the expensive payment of college. That will be very helpful. There will also be an assembly next Friday, April 1st, between periods 4 and 1 to give a little background on the event and how you can get involved.
A few weeks ago, the VEX Robotics Club, led by advisor Mr. Zambrano, participated in 2 statewide qualifying tournaments. The club qualified for the Southern New England Regional Championship, held on March 5th and 6th for the first time in the club's history. Although they didn't place, congrats to everyone involved. If you're interested in joining the VEX Robotics, stop by room 120 after school Tuesdays or Thursdays to learn more, and by the pictures, this club looks pretty cool. Tanisha, it seems just as the weather was getting warm, we got hit with a bit of snow last Monday.
Yeah, I was kind of confused as well. I mean, it said the first day of spring and then it started snowing. Yeah. But we can go to Madeline Friedland to get the scoop. Maddie?
That's right, guys. Despite Sunday being the first official day of spring, we did see snow and cooler temperatures by Monday. But luckily, this weekend's warmer weather should begin to stay into next week. Good morning, NCHS. I'm Madeline Friedland, here to give you this weekend's weather. Starting out today, there will be a comfortable high of 52 degrees and dropping down to a low of 38. Moving on to Friday, despite early rain showers in the morning, it should clear up in time to start this weekend on a high note, reaching all the way up to the high 60s, but then unfortunately dropping down to a low of 34. Although the temperatures will cool down a bit on Saturday, the sun will be out with a high of 56 degrees and a low of 34. Finally, on Easter Sunday, it will be the perfect temperature for the Easter Bunny to make his rounds, with temperatures reaching 59 degrees. From there, the temperatures will drop down to 38 degrees, so be sure to wear an extra layer if you plan on being out and about. With the quarter ending next week, this weekend seems to be the last chance to cram in that last-minute schoolwork, but be sure to go outside and take advantage of this wonderful weather. I hope everyone enjoys their long weekend. Leanne and Tanasia, back to you guys.
Thanks, Madeline. Hey, Tanisha, I hope the Rams have been taking advantage of this warm weather.
So do I, Leanne. And to find that information out, we go to Sawyer Cordes. Sawyer?
Yeah, and they have their work cut out for them if they want to do as well as they did last year. Good morning, New Canaan High School. I am, of course, Sawyer Cordes. But more on the previews in a minute. First, let me get you caught up on boys swimming. Fresh off their state championship, their first in 5 years, the boys made a splash at state opens. Our swimmers lit up state opens like an Apache helicopter, grabbing 5th. All 3 of their relays were top 6. Now, Edward Rubin was basically an all-star who won the 53 in an automatic All-American time of 20.43 seconds. He also split 19.73, anchoring the 200 free relay. You guys truly deserve credit for this season. Bravo. And of course, how could we forget Dave Fine, who won State Coach of the Year, yet another accolade for us to add to this swim team. Now, the boys lacrosse team are, of course, hoping to repeat again in states after winning last year. They lost great players in Michael Krause and Justin Meichner going to college, but they now have senior captains Peter Swindell and Kyle Smith returning once again after a lit season last year, with junior Ryan O'Connell leading the middies. We'll be looking to see how junior Drew Morris holds up in his second year as goalie. They also have senior David Strupp as a captain leading a young defense. They're hoping to get revenge against Darien for their loss in the FCX semifinals, but they've still got a lot of talent, and I, for one, feel that they have the guys to be even better than last year. Now, their female counterparts are looking to recover from the loss of the legendary Elizabeth Miller, who is already starting at Boston College. Look to senior captains Sammy Stewart, Mia Carroll, Kylie Murphy, and especially Catherine Granito to pick up the slack. After losing triple overtime to Darien in the FCI Championship last year, the girls are looking to beat D-Town and get some well-earned justice. With cabs like these, despite the losses of several key players, I'm sure they are in for a successful season. After all, they are defending state champions. Now let's cruise on over to the track, where senior captains James Neville, Chris Roman, Aiden Buck, and Ryan McGough are looking for a top 10 finish this year in states. James Neville, Jack Kircher, and Will Connolly are excellent talent shot, but looking to dominate once again. They also have the inexplicably fast Chris Reese and Henry Spangler, my boy, competing in states for the pole vault. And of course, how could we forget about my actual boy, MSG, who is, in all honesty, going to break a few records this year. I went out to get the inside scoop, as they say, on the track team, so hear it for yourself from senior captain Aiden Buck on how the team looks to improve this year. Aiden?
We're going to improve on a lot this year is basically what we didn't really have going for us last year. Like our handoffs and the relays were really weak. We've already been practicing that a lot more. We've been in the weight room a lot more because of our new coach, Coach Evans. He definitely knows what he's doing with the weight training, and he's also helping the sprinters a lot more.
Thanks, Aiden, and you know that you boys are going to kick it this year. Now, on the other side of the track, Coach Brown said the girls are looking to be in the top 5 in the state this year as well. Senior captain Claire Connolly is trying to ace the shot put after an excellent performance in winter track. Sophie Salomon is bringing up the jumpers, and Jane Reed and Mary Weiss are competing in the sprinting. Also, Amanda Dobbin, Callie Brandon, and Drew Davis are looking to make a splash this year in distance running out on the track, especially in the 4x800 relay, where the girls have historically excelled. They're excited for this season, and so am I. Their male comrades of the court are attempting to repeat after, of course, doing what we here in New Canaan do best, winning the state championship. With the leading players of Alex Mershon and Kyle Medler looking to lead the court, they have a strong freshman class, and with that in mind, I think they can repeat. Now, the girls' tennis team is looking to improve after last season, where they reached the 3rd round of states. Seniors Caroline Gordon and Cameron Schlim are the key players to watch out for on this team trying to make their mark on the season. They're 12 strong, and I think they're good enough to overcome this size disadvantage. Good luck, gals. Now let's take a swing at boys golf where senior captains Justin Clark and Brett Capone are trying to keep their score low. Though, of course, with the legendary Bill Brown and awesome Paul Gallo as your coaches, how can you possibly not? They're looking to the junior class of Weston Shonley and Nate Essex to step up and make their mark this year, especially after getting the low score in the big one last year. Now, for my favorite sport, girls golf, led by she of Women in the Workforce fame, Tessa Pindakowski, as well as Alex Esposito and Abigail Kerr. This team has no seniors, so it's up to the juniors to destroy it this year, especially as sophomore Lauren Capone, who tore it up at FCX last year, is hot on their heels. Their goal is to get into states this year and be able to compete at a strong level. I couldn't leave you guys without telling you about the ultimate event in the history of the school. I speak, of course, of the Y-Ball Championship. Just yesterday, Team Aaron's led by my boy, Cass Knox, Andrew Bowersfeld, the Cognetta brothers, Andrew DeFranco, and James Pereira won the Y-Ball Championship, upsetting Team Clock by a score of 48-35. And who else but Mike Cognetta will get the MVP award in that battle of titans in Y-Ball. And of course, Where would we be without the coaching staff of Kyle Smith and OJ Hood for leading this team to victory? Let this remind you that it's always worth a shot. That's all I'm allowed to say this week, comrades. I'm Sawyer Cortez. Ciao.
Thanks, Sawyer. Before we go, NCTV would like to wish a very happy birthday to Elena Abramowitz, Audrey Ettinger, Olivia German, Josiah Jones, and Hugo Potter. If you have any announcements, please feel free to email us at nctv78@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at nctv78. Until next time, this has been Leanne Massioni.
And I'm Tanisha Carfiello. Make sure to check out boys hockey versus Ridgefield airing on the channel this weekend. Hopefully those of you who plan on submitting your New Age Film Festival films have been working on them. To give you some inspiration, we leave you now with a quick preview of a video the film club has been working on. Have a great 3-day weekend in CHS.
I think I have the strength to do it. Can you help me?
Yes. Anything.
Thank you.
Hey, JJ, can I, not die?
No, Harrison, you're pretty dead.
Yeah, but you're making another one, right? I can be in the next one.
Harrison, get off the set!
Three, two, one, go.